It can be very lonely. It's lonely on the top, lonely. It's not lonely on the top. Now you know girlfriend. Hi guys, welcome to Damie's Diary. My name is Damie. I'm a lifestyle content creator based in England or based in the UK, and I share content around my life, just documenting what life is like. Just a diary. What a diary is supposed to be is what this channel is. In today's video, which should not be an exciting one per se, but we'll do it like that. We're talking about the effects of relocation on people, on families, on the community, on the country at large. I would say starting from like 2021, Nigeria experienced this jackpot surge. Everybody was jackpot. We were relocating and we're very happy. Like, I remember, this is so random, one of my friends told me he was relocating. No, I knew he was relocating. Not that he told me, I knew he was relocating. The moment he told me he got his visa, guess who started crying? Let me first establish that I'm somebody that cries a lot. So like, I cried and I told him, I was like, it feels like everybody is leaving. This was like 2021 or so, 2022. Because that's 2022 year. I had people that jackpot, they plenty. And I'm sure that people in Nigeria felt this way. Because we say it jokingly like, can't be like saying I only missing a day in Nigeria because people are living in their hundreds, in their thousands. Usually when somebody tells you, oh, I'm jackpot, be like, congratulations, oh, I'm happy for you, oh, send dollars, send pounds. On the people relocating, is hard. And I'm coming from the point of somebody that has relocated. And this is not a video saying don't relocate or don't jackpot. No, I'll not tell you. Jackpot. If you want to go, go. Period. I'm only talking about the realities of relocation. We've seen videos of people online, coming out to say they are very lonely, crying. Maybe talking about how hard it is for them to get like relationships and things like that. I'll talk about how it is hard. So let's talk about it. I think many times we don't understand the depth of jackpot, the depth of relocation. You've been in a country for decades. You have people relocating in their 30s, right? And all you know is your home country, Nigeria, India, Ghana, wherever you're going from, right? So you are leaving everything you know. So the first thing that makes relocation somewhat tough is the fact that it can be very, very lonely. And that's something people don't talk about a lot. I'm going to use my own country experience. I mean, you're coming from Nigeria, there's a lot of family, there's love, there are friends, you vibe with people and things like that. Then you're coming into a country where on your own, you cannot smile too much to somebody. If you smile, go this one is colo upstairs. Do you understand? And things like that. So it can be very lonely. It's lonely on the top, lonely. It's not lonely on the top. Now you know girlfriend. But it can be lonely here because you are in a new country, you are trying to make friends, you are joining people who have had their lives. Like, it's like leaving a school and going to a new school. The new school you are going to, they have their friends, they have how they do things. So you as a new student, you won't find it easy. That's a very good analogy. You won't find it easy in the initial phase. Like stepping in, you won't find it easy. So it can be lonely. Fun fact is, I cried on Christmas Eve. And why did I cry? I cried because it was my first Christmas without my parents and without my siblings. And it was so different. It was so different in that, number one, the thought of the fact that I have to start making new Christmas traditions for myself, for my husband, for my children. Like in Nigeria, even sometimes we'll be like, we're not going to the village, we'll be squeezing face with our parents, we're not going to the village. You understand? But those things, they are things that at the end of the day, they are now the memories you have. They are things that make Christmas what you know it to be. Like for me, leading up to Christmas, I'm the head chef. But like cooking, I really enjoy like the art of cooking for people. I love it. Like if you allow me to just be myself, I enjoy cooking, right? So now leaving that cooking big, cooking in bulk, because we usually have people come around, leaving all of that to now cooking for my husband alone, or cooking for myself and my husband rather, it was very different. With that fried chicken, my mom will be fighting me that why am I stealing the chicken I'm frying. The Christmas before the last, I told her, I said, next year now you'll be wishing that there's that to be stealing your chicken. So it's very, very different. It can be lonely because you're not relocating with all your friends now. You're relocating with your friends. You're not relocating with all your parents and your family and things like that. Number two thing is holidays are not the same. I have a video coming up on how to make your new country your home, but holidays are not the same. Last week, for instance, was Palm Sunday, right? And my friend had posted Palm Sunday, and the Palm Sunday was not palming because I'm angry. Okay, I'm not more Anglican. I've been Anglican for like over 2 decades, right? And Palm Sunday, the choir will go forth, the band will go, everybody, I'm not telling one who carry palm, it's a jollification, it's a celebration. Palm Sunday, Jesus rode on a kete. Abi, is it keke? Isha rode on donkey. So it's different. Here it was just like a regular day. It's not even like a regular Sunday, because regular Sunday is like a regular day. So it's so different. Even in our home church, there's a particular parish in Ketu, Sele Church. Toba Ba Ketu Lasan. You see with band on a activation van, they will be singing. then you'll be looking at them, you see choir malo, omojo malo, woli malo, then I want superintendent, they will not be in the car. Those kind of things, they make you happy. Holidays are not the same wherever you are. It can never be the same like back home. Christmas is not the same. Easter is not the same. Ileya is not the same. I mean, as I am now, I'm not expecting anybody to bring bride meat. Holidays are not the same. It's hard. We don't talk about these things because we only see the glamorized part. Nobody really tells you. I'm not saying don't relocate. I'm saying it again. I'm not saying that it's hard out here. Everything is not the same. You have to make your own memories. You have to make your own traditions. You have to try as much as possible to make your life. It's hard, but the truth is, sometimes you have to let go of certain things for other things to come in your life. Now, this next one is emotionally, psychologically straining, even financially. Let's be financial. You saw the money part, you decided that you want to relocate, but the emotional part is draining. Maybe after a few years, when you settle in, you don't miss home. Like I was speaking with my husband's brother-in-law, so my brother-in-law by extension, and I was talking about how the older you get in a new country, the less you miss home, kind of. Maybe when I get to that level, but for this level that I am at now, this less than a year in abroad is emotionally draining. It's not the same. I mean, see the weather, it's not even the same. Now it's spring, I'm happy. Can you see me? I think my video in Christmas, I think I wore cardigan. It's not fashion, it's cold. So it's physically draining, emotionally draining, it's stressful in every ramification. So that's something that nobody really talks about. Especially people that are relocated with blood and sweat. You know how it is. You relocated, you are paying school fees, you have to work night shifts, you have to do the oddest of the oddest job. It is stressful, it is draining psychologically. However, I'll tell you that ground go soft, ground go level. I have friends that we call each other, we motivate each other because you need it. No man is an island though. You relocate to say, now that I've relocated, I've left my village people, nobody will disturb me. You run it. What? It's you by yourself that you call those people because you need them. If not, you will run mental. Alright, Kamilara, I'm sorry. It will take time, but ground goes soft. I not wabi. Anyway, it is well. Now the next one is cultural adjustment. I mean, you're coming from a different country, a different continent. Things are not the same. The culture is not the same. The people are not the same. I'm lucky to have a very nice neighbor, but like it's very different from like Nigeria, where I'm coming from, where I know my neighbors. I can go into their house. Like there's that need to adjust to the new country that you're in. The weather is different, the culture is different, the mood of greeting is different, the things that you consider obscene is different from what they consider obscene. So these are things that you need to learn. If you are in a country where the language is different, say you go to like Germany for instance, you have to learn the language. So cultural adjustment even makes it harder for you. With children it's easier. I have a friend in Germany that said her child has learned the language in like how many days, because children they learn, I mean, I think like a year he's already fluent in the language, but like for her she's finding it hard to learn the language because you need to learn the language to be able to work. So it's very hard. Nobody really talks about that, and that's something that I think needs to be highlighted. Like these are things that you have to be prepared mentally. Even the work culture is different. It's different from what you're used to in Nigeria. That one that you see somebody at home, you don't say it's not the same. You can see somebody in the morning at home, but in the night it's all fast shifts. When you are landing in a different country, you need to have that mentally. Like culture is different. Many of us, we just think you know, the movies we see, anyhow they are doing, we'll follow them and do. Even you know in Nigeria you'll be saying, oh sorry, you might be saying sorry, are you at fault? Why you say sorry? You know, things like that. So culture is very different, and it kind of makes the relocation process hard. Now the final one is, we as individuals, we are hard on ourselves. Like many of us are very hard on ourselves. We feel like we should be in a different space at this time. To us they are realistic, but if we were to analyze it on a more serious note, they are not realistic. Like we give ourselves this yardstick, like in 3 months I should have bought her, I should have sent money home, or I should have bought a car for my parents, or in like a year I should have built mansion. Like we are very hard on ourselves, and this even makes it harder for us, because the reality is many times, like when we think about it, like they say maybe this job they are paying them $30 per hour or £15 per hour. We calculate that £15, I think I converted, that's like almost 2,000 now. You understand? That's what we do, we convert it to naira. But the truth is, number one, you are not earning in naira, you're earning in the currency of the country you're in, and you are paying bills in that currency. Like say for instance you are earning like £2,000, you know how much you are paying for rent, and you know your rent is monthly. By the end of the day, how much do you have rent, you have light, you have water, at the end of the day, how much do you really have? So many times we are hard on ourselves. We feel like we should have done this, we should have done that, and being hard on ourselves even makes it harder for us to settle into a new country, to live in a new country, and to just exist in general. Now the final one, which is we have to start afresh. That is the reality of life. You have to start afresh. Now, there's some jobs, right, that you just move and you continue your life like normal. So job-wise, you may not need to start afresh. Maybe like tech, you move to a new country where you get a higher job, higher pay, and you just continue your career path. But for a lot of people, they have to start afresh, right? Maybe you have to go back to school, maybe do a master's or do your second master's, or maybe if you're a lecturer, let's say you are like a senior lecturer, you have to go back to like lecturer 2. Do you know what I'm saying? So many people have to start afresh, and this even makes it harder. Say for instance, you are a madam in Nigeria, you have 3 housemaids, you have driver, you have cleaner, you move abroad, or more, you are your everything. You don't have help anymore. So there's that thing that you have to start afresh, and then the thought of starting afresh, or if you're somebody that you've never cleaned your house before, even as a single lady, you've never done your own laundry because you can afford to have somebody who come over, wash your clothes and deep clean your home. You have to start learning to do those things. It's not easy. Yeah, with these few points of I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that really relocation is hard, especially hard on the person relocating. Many times you say congratulations and we're happy for the person, but when the person moves to whatever country, you realize that like I have a friend that this was like some 10 years ago when she relocated to America, and she was like, for the first time she knew she was black. Like in Nigeria, if you are black, you are very dark, okay? And you understand, it's not like maybe they'll say, oh, this person is black. No, there's no room. Nobody cares. But like now you are in a new country and you are facing different things. People experience racism, people experience different things. These are things that back in your own country is not something that you even experience. These are things that really make it hard. I have a video coming up on how to make your new country your home. I think you should really look out for that one, because I talk about some of these things and how to curb some of the things that I'm learning, some of the things that I'm doing to make my new country my home. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Damie. Catch up with me on social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and the rest. I am at Damie's Diary across all platforms. Subscribe to my channel if you really enjoy this content, if you want to follow me on this journey, figuring life out and just lifestyle and what it is like to live in a new country. I'm not necessarily coming here to tell you about, oh, this is how much this one is in Nigeria, this is how much is in. No, it's like let's be real. Let's talk about the realities of what it is like being a new wife, relocating to a new country. So yeah, thanks so much for watching again. Like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe, share with your friends, share your experiences with me in the comment section of relocation and how that is affecting you, how that is hitting you, some of the things that you are learning from relocation. If you're a student, if you're relocated, single, married, let me know. Check out my blog, damiesdiary.com. I share lifestyle content there. Sometimes it may not make a video, but it will definitely make a blog post. I'll link it down below, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.